Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Off the Top Podcast, episode 48, the most unprofessional professional podcast in the YouTube space, hosted by yours truly, Zero Requiem 14.
Woo!
And
Wait! Woo!
hey, so
Josh isn't here, so I have to do it for him.
yeah, he has to do it for us. So it's a good thing we did take a hiatus from last week's episode, especially because Easter was happening. I was working, and to be quite honest, not a lot happened. Not a whole lot.
It's true.
So
Yeah, it was Easter. So the Lord was risen on the day 3. And fuck all happened after that.
yes.
Jinwoo would just like to Jesus arise.
It's insanity.
Jesus. Oh fuck. Insanity.
Yep. But we are here. We are back for another episode with the same crew from last time. Always great to have us here.
Hey, what's up? It's a paparazzi man over here with the flash, and me. Sorry, I was like, Cameron, what the fuck are you doing?
I just turned on the flash. I was like, I was gonna turn on the flash
Just to say,
hey,
like,
you gotta call it 4K.
Oh, boy.
Oh god, that's so good. Oh, that's so fucking good. Oh,
all right. But a lot has happened.
Jeremy, how have you been?
I've been good. A lot of things were happening, in the gaming world, but also actually had a chance to finally watch some shows. Ones that I'm sure Kevin's like, oh, fucking finally.
Yeah. Which shows?
All right, so I guess we should get it right out of the way. I mean, Invincible is still going, like always. What is it? The most recent episode was episode 6, right?
I believe so. And spoiler warning for anybody who hasn't seen it.
Spoiler warning right here.
Actually, wait.
All right. Thrag's a
Kev,
bitch.
you caught him?
I'm not even fucking. I haven't
Dude,
finished watching like the first season.
Jesus.
Oh, well.
I'm just like
Kevin,
Jeremy. Like I said, like I'll watch it. Well,
I mean, if I'm gonna be so fucking for real though, I would just binge it because.
Well, you can, yeah. This is the perfect time to do it.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, I know Thrag is supposed to be like the biggest like villain for Invincible, just in general. Oh my god, he looks like a bitch though in this.
Yeah. I will say, I know a little bit from the comics. I know some people are like trying not to read that because it's a lot of spoilers for the show. But I think that their interpretation of Thrag so far isn't matching well between the two, I would say. And I will say I need to see more. I need because they gave us adversaries like Conquest, and they gave us like
Angstrom,
that Battle Beast, and all these other like characters. Yeah, and all these other, and to me, they have done more for their arcs and for as antagonists to Invincible than Thrag has done so far.
Yeah. So and it's likely
that
we're gonna get way more of him like these last few episodes because we're fully aware that he's like supposed to be like the biggest like threat of the Invincible universe.
Right. No, right, exactly. So like he's the big bad or the latest big bad. And so the guy who's voicing him, and this was released, is the same guy who played it was Lee Pace, who also did what's his name from Guardians of the Galaxy, as well as a bunch of other roles. But to me, that was the last like villain thing I saw him do. So I thought this was a great choice, all right? Because I mean, Ronan, that's the name of the character, Ronan the Accuser, and I need to see the next episode. You know what I mean? I need to see what they're
Yeah.
gonna do with this character. So far, it's not. Excuse me. It's not. It's nothing. At least, yeah. But it's still. I don't know. I'm still having fun. I'm liking the what they're doing with Omni-Man. I think what they're doing with Omni-Man.
I think he's getting like easily some of the best like character development that already isn't Mark. I would
But
argue.
I think it's which is good for. I love. We barely get any J.K. Simmons on that show.
I know it feels so weird, like how less of him we got.
So now,
I think, yeah, I mean, and the other thing, I really started to notice, especially with this season, yeah, the whole animation looks rough, kind of thing. It's like, yeah, and I have a feeling it's like, yeah, you could say whatever you want about budget, but it's like, oh, let's be real, the budget went to the actors; it did not go to like animation, which is weird.
well, no, okay. I would argue that all the budget went into that Conquest versus Invincible fight scene.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, the shift in like montage fights to an actual focused fight that you're watching, you could tell that they spent so much time on that they needed to have a cut on this side. You know what I mean? Like it was apparent, but it also felt like I was watching like Batman the Animated Series or Justice League Unlimited. It felt like I was watching one of those shows from that era because that's how they would like cut costs and whatnot.
yeah,
And
that's
it's you know, I get it.
like I understand, like,
I get it,
completely.
and it is going to be.
It's like it's definitely the golden age,
Mhm.
like for like just general superhero shows. And I was like, yeah, you know, this shit would pass in the mid 2000s, but in 2026, like when everyone is now like more keen on animation in general, shit like this doesn't really fly
Mhm.
by. Like though, like the biggest example is always like Jujutsu Kaisen because that's like 150K for a budget, and the way it looks,
Right.
you know.
I still haven't seen the new episodes yet, by the way. I've been kind of
I need a.
waiting
I
to
think
binge it.
I'm on 4 of the. I think I got like 4 more episodes of this current core before it goes into the new one.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's good though.
it is solid, but there's definitely a rough like couple episodes that are like Jesus Christ. It's like it just feels like it slogs through, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Um,
Hope
yeah,
they
but
pay
we watched.
attention to that and fix that.
But yeah,
Sure.
Trev and I we watched Invincible, and then The Boys actually is starting its final season. They dropped the first 2 episodes, and another spoiler warning for this one. Let's just get that out of the way.
Huge spoiler. Huge spoiler warning.
All right. R.I.P. A Train.
R.I.P. A Train. Let's
So fucking what a
to my-
character development right there, dude.
Dude. What an I expected it to happen. I didn't expect it to happen as soon as it did. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was just like,
Yeah.
oh
and
shit.
So
like off rip essentially.
yeah. He was there helping, and then when Homelander saw him, zoom, and then I'm sorry, it was a great little homage to all the times that Flash and Superman have like raced against each
Mhm.
other, but in the Boys universe, it's a hot pursuit.
I was there was actually a connection that Kevin was making with Soldier Boy. He said that he's like American Agent, and I said, okay, American Agent if he just kept swearing.
American Agent.
From what is it? Thunderbolts?
Thunderbolts.
U.S. Agent, you mean?
Sorry,
Oh,
U.S. agent. My fault. My fault.
No, you're right, and you're right. He is, because obviously he's like the Captain America stand-in in that universe. So the fact that Marvel already has a parody of
Captain America is just like
well,
funny.
actually a couple, but U.S. agent in their world. Yeah, exactly. So like, I for one think that Jensen Ackles is doing a great fucking job. He. I love that character so fucking
Oh
much,
my
and
god.
even as out of pocket and horrible as he is, it's so good. It's so
Yeah.
fucking funny.
It's just a shame
Oh my god.
yeah. But yeah, end of episode 2. Yeah, episode 2 was kind of like interesting to say the least. Especially because like they now have to test the whole new like virus, the super virus, and it's just funny. Who did they try to test it on? And what's the guy's name? Rock Hard. And then someone actually was able to pause
Sweet.
when he was typing on the pad, and he's like, he's so brain rotted that he has skibbity as like part of his like dictionary. I was like, God damn it.
do you think they added that on,
I mean,
or
they're not
was it like part of the?
I wouldn't be surprised if it was just like a last minute thing to like tack on, but yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's funny. That was fucking gross.
yeah. I was like, ew. Oh my god, that whole
God,
yeah.
made lava gross.
But
So funny.
but it's great to see that MM also paid respects to A Train, poured the drink.
Yeah, that was nice.
Invincible and the Boys, it's a pretty good time. Anybody watching it, I highly recommend, of course. Along with Trev. He recommends it. But as far as other stuff I have actually watched, so like I think I want to say like over Easter, like literally like Easter Day, and then I watched it the next day after. I actually watched all of Arcane season 2. And yeah, yeah, I know. That was one of the finales, and I was like, yeah, Arcane's really good. I am not mad. I enjoyed it for what it was. And I was just like, okay, I needed a minute with some of the writing because I was like, okay, there's just times I'm like, I'm not 100% sure if I agree with the character's decisions. But then I was like, okay, let me just let the show ride out. And then I was like, okay, it's starting to make sense. Because I can only imagine on a weekly, I'm like, I would have been too frustrated with this show at times, but I liked it. I liked it for what it was. Now,
Well, not just that, but I think uh since they do drop like all the episodes at the same time,
it
it's
helps
more like
with the watching the show.
yeah, because like for like when they're doing like animes or like even K dramas on Netflix, sometimes they do like those weekly stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, oh, you gotta wait for next week. You gotta wait for next week. Like for shit, what's the one that me and Jake were watching?
Is it a K drama?
No, okay, fragment the fragment flower blooms with dignity.
Oh, the slice of life romance anime. I know which one you're talking about.
Yes. So the crazy part that was weekly, but the thing is like when that came out in Japan, it was I think 4 episodes ahead before they dropped it like in the US.
I mean, of course, Japan would get everything first.
Yeah, but the thing is like in Japan it was like weekly, and then the US was weekly. Even though they were already like 4 episodes ahead, but they had to do like the English voice actors and then the dub
You're talking about
and the
dubbing. Got
sub
it. Got
for
it.
it. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, it's always gonna be a process for stuff like that. But
kind of hated it though, but
yeah.
it's still a good show.
Yeah. Whole
And the
lot of
manga's even fucking better.
Of course. Of course. But yep, anybody still watching the shows, like I said, show that Kevin recommended, and then Arcane season 2. If you have Netflix, then you just wanna, yeah, you probably could honestly watch all of Arcane probably over the span of a week. 'Cause those episodes are pretty fucking long, because it's I think on average an hour. Now, the only problem is now they're trying to tempt me into buying the Arcane bundle into XKO. And I'm like, no. It's too much. Stop it, Kevin.
It's too much.
It's too much. And then the last of the shows that I watched recently was I am halfway through Cyberpunk Edge Runners. And yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
It's
honestly,
yeah, so far it's really good. I definitely see the hype, and I already can tell. It's oh, okay. I already noticed the story beats the way it's going. It's okay, yep, I can see where this is gonna pay off.
it will kind of also make you want to play Cyberpunk just because.
Which it did. It did make people go back to Cyberpunk because of that anime. And now I guess I have an incentive.
They added some Easter eggs in the game too.
Yeah, I think they did an update to the game where you can pretty much visit the graves of the crew. So I was like, yeah, that's a really good way to pay homage to the show. Makes sense. Because the show is supposed to be a prequel to the game.
Yeah, that, and they also got what you call it? You could get their gear.
Yeah. I think I saw that they started adding just stuff in general from Cyberpunk Edge Runners into the game. I think even the whole psychosis thing was something that got added.
Yeah, but again, that game,
I think it was what 9 years in development, and just for it to flop.
Well, it flopped on launch, and mind you, I tried playing that on base PS4, and I think that said it all right there. I'm amazed it didn't die in the process.
Because I think after,
I think after a month, they were fixing all the bugs issues.
They were basically, yeah, it took a while for them to get it to the quality that it is right now. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe at some point I will definitely play Cyberpunk. I just don't know when, but I'm not going to say no to it. But I guess in a way I do have now an incentive to try playing Lucy in Guilty Gear, which I may as well transition into, because if anybody watched Friday's stream, I actually went back to Guilty Gear Strive after not playing it for, according to at least the match history, in 4 years.
Is that game free?
No. I think it's on sale right now, though. At least I know it's on sale on Steam. I think it's also on sale on PlayStation. I think it's $20 right now, if you're just getting the base version. But then there's the whole
character packs and everything.
There is an edition that has all the current character packs, and then this current one, it's it's pretty expensive. But it is a fun game. I will definitely say that. It's definitely I do remember playing this, and I was like, oh yeah, this game is actually the fun game. Especially, I mean, I already, at least I've found one of my characters that I would definitely play, which is Elfelt. Even though I'm pretty much just riding on the Maximilian wave, in terms of characters, but hey, it works. But, aside from that, I mean, I could definitely tell you this: if you guys watch, and if anybody watches the VOD of that stream, oh yeah, the first 10 matches was fucking rough. I got fucking straight up 10-0'd, and I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just say, screw it, I'm gonna just go play ranked just to get matches. I could care less about the ranked part. And it was pretty good. Outside of me fighting 20 silverback gorillas every match. AKA Jam, who I need to play as well.
I actually thought you were gonna say I was gonna go switch to Tekken.
Nah, unfortunately. I know Trev wants me to play Tekken. Well, more if I just don't want to play like actual like play. Like I will play with you guys, but I'm not gonna play like actual matches of Tekken. Um, especially because of like I just look at I'm like, dude, this is like hilariously degenerate. Like, holy shit. It's like that community like hate the Tekken community just hates Tekken 8 so fucking much, dude. It's so sad. Like
A little bit, yeah.
yeah, this patch has definitely like hurt it so goddamn much. But to go from one fighting game to another, I'll have like this little bit. I didn't unlock Akali yet for 2xKO, but from the little bit of training I did with her and her trials, she's definitely a higher skill character, that's for sure. But when you unlock that higher skill, it's like, holy shit, she's pretty fucking good. But I don't know. I don't know if the character's clicking with me right now. Like, I haven't really like unlocked her, so maybe when I do, I'll give her a second chance. But at least just based on training and highlight and the little trials I did, I'm not sure how to feel about the character. She's kind of hard to play. And lastly, I did play the Invincible versus open beta this past weekend. And all I can say is that I went from being a little skeptical of the game, like I wasn't 100% sure if I was going to get this game, to okay.
Yeah.
If there is if I have time, I will definitely play it because the game is actually going to be a full package game. It's going to have not only just like your usual training, your versus, it actually will have a story mode. And it's actually a canon story mode in Invincible. So I was like, okay, I can fuck with this. And I mean, and the best part is that it is a smaller studio that's doing it because it's former Killer Instinct devs. So I'm already happy about that part. But I will say the one problem about this game, and I'm 100% certain that this shit's gonna carry over into the actual like release. There's a lot of rage quitters in that game and one and doneers. And it's there was someone on Twitter who was like saying like I got blocked by somebody for just telling them that there's a tutorial that you could play just to learn defensive mechanics.
Wow. Actually gave legitimate advice and then they rage quit because of it. That's insane.
Yeah. I think the funniest thing though was that someone, and I was telling Kevin about this, someone actually made a beat with all the rage quitters. Like if I could find it, I'll send it. It is fucking hilarious though.
Holy shit, that's funny.
But I think I sent a clip of me just labbing in training mode for Invincible Versus, and I just straight up said Invincible Versus is a single player game. Cause if you watch the clip, you'll see what I mean. It's yeah. The only thing I kind of have issue with for Invincible Versus at the moment is that I can't really get a grasp of how controls feel on that game. It's kind of it's a little iffy. But who knows? Maybe
right?
Yeah, it's kind of like it's weird because there's two versions to playing that game, which is the standard, which is like the simple inputs, and you have to hold like a special button to do like EX versions of special moves or like your level 3. Or if you switch it to motion, you could also you could play like that. So there's
interesting.
And there is an incentive to playing it in motion where you get like, I think it's like a 10% damage boost. So it's like they actually did create an incentive to play in that version.
Interesting. Okay.
So I'm kind of still debating if I want to pick up this game. Because Amazon actually has like a physical version that comes with like a couple like collectible stuff for the game, and then obviously with the season pass. So I was like, maybe if it's still available by that time, maybe I'll consider. But I could definitely say I'm keeping an eye out for Invincible Versus. So far I'm very impressed by what I played.
Okay, that's
All right.
good. I was worried for a second because I saw some videos saying that they were thinking, "Oh, Invisible Versus sucks."
Yeah, it's a fighting
So
game. It's a fighting game. People
yeah,
just are their egos are going to get hurt.
Of course,
yeah,
that's
seems
everyone.
like my God.
That's everyone that plays a fighting game.
Yep. Like, don't get me wrong, I get it, it's losing, like, for generally speaking, losing's not fun. Like, I completely get it. Like, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm like, oh, you guys are fucking babies and shit like that. But it's like, come on, bro. It's
Yeah,
like, obviously for me, I understand like what I'm walking into. Everyone else doesn't. And then they're getting mad that they walked into something they didn't know. you know? So, um, oh, I almost forgot to bring up this part. But Kevin and I, we're gonna keep this one. This one will be spoiler free because Trevor has not seen it yet. But I have watched the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Kevin has watched it. Um, it's okay. I gave it like a 6 out of 10
damn.
compared to the
I give
first
it,
movie.
yeah, well, compared to the first movie, I do give it like a 7.5. Mostly because it's like it's a good movie. Don't tell me, but I kind of felt like they could have gone a little bit longer with it.
Yeah, there's definitely like times it's like, okay, this film feels a bit rushed. That's the best thing. That's the best way
Mm,
we could describe it without spoiling too much. But it's definitely a film that feels very fast paced. And it's kind of like it would have benefited if had it just gotten a little bit more time. Um,
Yeah,
but with
especially like, it's like
that's
I
that's
want to say like one or two
unfortunate.
scenes could have been like, oh, like how this and this.
mm-hmm. But yeah, it
That's
could have.
unfortunate. That was hoping for like a next level kind of a thing.
Yeah, it definitely. I was kind of hoping for that too, but
Mm.
I mean, I'm not gonna pretend that it's. I'm not gonna say it's not enjoyable, but I can definitely tell you it's like if you're gonna compare it to the first movie, it's like it does feel like a downgrade, unfortunately. Like I'm even hearing
That's a
like
shame.
because even Maximilian dude's kid, like he said he looked at his daughter and like halfway through the film, she said, "I'm bored." And I was like, that is a problem right there. I was like, damn. I will say though, what I will say is that Fox does make the most out of his fucking minutes. He definitely was the most entertaining part
Okay,
of the film. I can say that for certain. Um,
that's good to know.
yeah. But yeah. Anybody who plans to watch it, I mean, it's still in theaters right now. There are 2 post-credit scenes, so stay for the movie. Stay for it. That's
No,
all I'm
I
gonna
only
say.
saw one. I saw like the other one like online when it came to the second post credit scene.
Brother.
Dude, when I saw the second one, I was
Marvel
like,
has
oh shit.
Marvel has fucking bro, fucking Marvel has conditioned us to stay through an entire fucking credit, man.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, that's just what's been happening with me. What did you guys do? I apologize for, overtaking this section. Usually I leave it for my guests.
No, you're fine. Honestly, wait, are we talking about what we've been up to?
Yes, for the past at least 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, last we left me, I was gearing up to get ready for a show, and now the show is
Yep,
open.
I saw that you opened this
It's
weekend.
yeah, it was crazy. We had like a mad sprint to Tech Week basically, where we were just like every time we were at rehearsal, we were fixing something or we were tweaking something. And I will say it got down to the wire, but our opening night was amazing.
Okay.
We had a packed house. Yeah, it was good. It was like all like proper like stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like it was we had a good turnout. We got all of our stuff done, and then we did a Saturday performance, and then we had a performance yesterday, and they all went well. And for those wondering what I'm talking about, I'm in a show called Reefer Madness, and it's parody. Well, it's not parody. It's technically it's political satire because it's based off of an old PSA that they actually showed in schools, but it's the most over the top shit you've ever seen in your life. Like they say that weed makes you a cannibal, it makes you a rapist, excuse me for the sensitive ears out there, but like it's like it makes you like a degenerate of society, right? And it's supposed to like ruin the lives of good upstanding American boys and girls. And it's so outdated. And so this musical pokes fun at it. It puts it on such a like nth degree of intensity sometimes that it's meant to be a comedy. So like we gotten great reviews for it. It's been a lot of fun doing the show, and it's paid work, and it's doing it with people who I like, and it's a good cast, filled with a lot of talent, a lot of big hearts, and we just closed we just finished our first weekend, and we're showing through now until May 10th with a possible extension. So stay tuned for that. But either way, that's been my life for like the last 2 weeks. It's just been going to rehearsal, or, doing the show. The only times that I've had to myself, I haven't been playing many games actually. Here or there, every once in a while, like I'll sign into like Ghost of Tsushima or Fortnite, but like I got no time. Like today was the only day I had to like play anything. So I will say, I have been keeping up with obviously Invincible and The Boys. As soon as I heard that those were back, I was like, okay, if nothing else, I gotta like watch that while I'm eating, which is unfortunate because I do not recommend watching
That's maybe
The Boys
not a good idea,
while
especially with the
No.
Conquest episode this season.
Oh, no, okay, so either show, do not watch while you're eating.
Maybe not a good idea. Like,
Just
just
not-
make sure everything is out of the system at that point.
Dude,
You're watching
I
a comedy.
swear. Yeah, I was eating gazpacho when Rock Hard came on, and I was like, ah! I'm kidding, but still, like, yeah, it was yeah. I'm enjoying those shows. Another show that I've been watching recently, and I think I said this last time, was Battlestar Galactica.
You were telling me that
And
I think it was like a couple weeks ago, you said it was like now like your most recent like favorite show.
and yeah, but I haven't had the time because I don't know where it's streaming. It's my buddy Tall has the whole DVD box set for the whole series. So anytime I go over to his house, we then knock out like 2 episodes, and these are hour-long episodes. This is on the same caliber as like HBO's Game of Thrones, except it's in space, done a couple decades before. So like, but it's still one of my favorites. I just haven't seen it in the 2 weeks that I've been in rehearsals and doing this shit, just because I've been so busy. So after the podcast, I'm actually going over to his house and we're gonna watch some more. So I'm very excited for that. So neat.
Awesome.
And that's what I've been up to. Mm-hmm.
And Kevin?
Fuck. My shit's just been work, playing Fortnite with you guys, Overwatch, and
Overwatch Season
I don't
2
know,
is coming out very soon.
yeah, Overwatch Season 2 is coming out very soon.
Yep. I can see the reflection on your glasses, Kevin. You playing Mega Man over there?
No, it wasn't that. But
See,
like, oh yeah, and then
Go
playing
ahead.
Mega Man too. But
Yeah.
honestly, I kind of want that new Mega Man game too, the one that just came out, because like Mega Man has been like my whole childhood.
There you go.
Well, the Battle Network series, not like not
the like OGs.
Yeah, not the OGs, like the two, like the 2D.
Like the 2.5D or not 2.5, but like 2D
Yeah,
sprite based ones.
yeah, like basically kind of like the Mario version of Mega Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'll play those, but I'm like I wouldn't really get really into it. But like if it's kind of like what it was kind of like how this Mega Man is, which is like the 2D, but you're kind of like limited to like 6 panels,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're picking like your chips to see like which one you want to like be shooting or be using, and then it's kind of like strategy because you gotta
It's
like
like
focus on
it's kind of like a turn-based RPG in a way.
kind of, but yeah,
Not
but the only
100%.
time is like you actually
He getting drunk on the podcast, y'all.
see.
¿Verdad que no quería?
Sorry. Yeah.
I'm sorry. What you drinking
That's
there?
so
Hey, when you're craving the beer, you're craving the beer.
Is that a beer or is that a michelada? Like, I'm sorry. What are you drinking
Michelada.
right now? I thought so.
Hey, but it still has beer in it, so
I mean,
still
there's
nice
some
to drink.
alcohol in there, you know.
That's right. That's right.
But yeah, because it's kind of like turn based, but the only time is like when your turn ends is when you're trying to get new chips compared to just
like cycling the turn and that's it.
yeah.
All
So it's
right.
basically like even if you run out of chips, you still have your Mega Blaster.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, for me, I like this one, and then the other one, instead of having it 2D, it's 3D, where
Oh,
you're
interesting.
basically like you could go forward, left, right, back, but in more of a 3D version of it. Because the thing is, like they had it for the DS when that game came out, like the new one, the Star Force. And again, it's like a game that I want to play because I never played it. Was because I played these
Yeah.
when they came out.
Okay. Cool.
These.
It's funny because I mean let's put it this way. I mean I'm gonna kind of mention it like a little later in the pod, but like I think Capcom is gonna have a super generational run like this year, especially with a particular release that's coming out like this week. And yes, I will be covering Pragmata. I am still debating though. Am I streaming it or am I gonna do the video like the standard video format?
I feel like for that one,
it's more of
if
an
I'm being
action game.
honest-
So, and I'm looking at all the reviews because people are saying like, yeah, you can complete this shit in like 15 hours. I was like, yeah, that sounds like an average Capcom like amount of time to play for a first playthrough of a game. I'm still debating on it. I might consider breaking my little streaming schedule that I usually do. Because ideally, we usually try to stream like sometimes on Thursday, but usually Friday nights. So we will see. Or I could just no life it like I did with Resident Evil Requiem. So
You could. What?
I could.
I wish I could. I wish I could no life some of this shit. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still debating on how I'm going to do it, but I will be covering Pragmata this week. But yeah, what's like our current predictions for like the Metascore, or because I don't know if we ever asked or if we ever said like what's our prediction of that game's like Metacritic score. I'm gonna go with an 84, just to kind of be a little lenient on it.
You say 84?
84.
I'll go for like an 87.
Okay.
It's not like a 90. It's not like over 90, but it's not on the lower 80s either.
Yeah.
Because again, like this game, it was announced like what 2-3 years ago.
Oh, it was announced a long time ago, dude, and then it just finally started getting like more like marketing, like I think like as early as last year.
Is that right?
Yeah. The whole time we were all like saying this game's not real, this game's not real, the game's not real, and then it's like, oh my god, the game's real.
My whole thing
But you're
is
into
like,
crazy.
hopefully it's not a disappointment after like everything.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
what I was seeing from everyone who's played it early so far, they have said like, yeah, this is a very like fun action adventure game, and it's kind of like a little, it's definitely on the heartwarming side, and it's like what Trev said, this game is setting up for some real depressing shit at the end, isn't it?
Well, I clocked it. Are you kidding me? When you have a companion like that in that game,
A
I'm like, no, no, no,
companion
no, no.
who's
That's gonna be
like who looks like a 5-year-old and is adorable,
Yeah.
and it's like it's like, oh,
we
this
saw
shit.
the beta. Yeah, we saw the beta and we saw how like they were interacting with each other, and it was like a found father-daughter relationship. I was like, no, no, no. One of them is dead. One of them is dead. Like, I'm sorry.
Something's gonna make me feel so goddamn sad, and I'm like, no one's gonna see me for like a few days. I'm gonna be in that corner, over there,
Yeah.
like after I
Yeah.
get it.
In the fetal position.
I honestly thought like they're probably gonna make it like how it is for the Sixth Sense,
Mhm.
where I don't know if you guys watched it or
Sixth
anything with
Sense?
spoilers. Yeah, the Sixth Sense.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
Yeah.
damn, yeah,
Ooh, that's an interesting.
that's an interesting way
That's interesting.
to, yeah.
Yeah.
Because well, you gotta think about it. Like, there's no other game that does anything or has like came out with an idea like that.
I mean, in terms of like, well, we have Happy Dad game on this one versus like Sony's Sad Dad games.
Is it a Happy Dad game?
God of War.
I mean, it's probably gonna be
I
a
guess-
Happy Dad game, and then it's gonna turn into a Sad Dad game at the end. I mean,
I see what you're saying.
so, I mean, and it's also kind of like, again, it's just like, this is actually like a new Capcom IP in like, who knows how fucking long. So, if it has a really good start, this has legs to keep going. And, and I don't know if I've said it on the pod. I feel like I have with Gavin, and I kind of did pitch. I was like, it would be kind of interesting to have like a sort of co-op mode for the game. And you could go one
Yeah.
of two ways. It's either 2 Hughs and 2 Dianas, or one plays Hugh, the other plays Diana. So one is a hacker, one is doing the shooting.
You're right.
Is it
right.
kind of like what you call it? BioShock?
Yeah, kinda. Like kind of how like Infinite did it, but the only difference is that you're technically controlling the companion in this game versus Infinite. Because like in Infinite, Elizabeth just tosses you ammo or guns. So, but yeah, Pragmata coming out later this week. I'm very excited. I will be sure to share my thoughts on stream. That's for sure. And
Yeah.
Trev, what do you think is the Metacritic score? So I said 84. Kevin said 87.
I'd say 82. I think 80s. I think 80s is a solid one.
Ooh, low 80s. Ooh. We'll see. We'll see, though.
Ooh.
I mean, you're the
Well,
lowest one.
I
I thought you would have been in the middle.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, I think the only thing the game I could definitely see a
We'll
knock
see.
on it is the hacking mechanic, because it could look a little like, oh, this is just a jumbled fucking mess. So I was like, I feel like that's going to depend on like
Yeah.
the player at that point. But when
No,
whoever
100%.
wants to play the Pragmata demo, it is available on Steam and consoles if you want to get a feel for it. I actually might boot up that fucking demo before I start playing that game. So we'll see.
There you go.
And I mean, to move on from Pragmata, I mean, the next few weeks are actually going to be a very interesting set of weeks, because Mouse PI for Hire is actually coming out like essentially the same day as Pragmata. I know, Trev, you're gonna be busy with the show. I am probably gonna. I'm still debating if I want to buy this game on Steam right now or if I just want to wait for like the physical version to come out in July, and I'll probably buy it on Switch too. At least that's what I'm thinking of doing. But anybody who plans to buy that game early, the base game is $30, and the there's a digital deluxe version. I think it's like 40 or 50, and it's gonna have a story DLC. So anybody who wants to upgrade, there you go.
A Sora?
Hmm?
What'd you say? What kind of DLC?
Story DLC.
There you go. Sorry, I heard Sora. And I was like, this is either Kingdom Hearts or that banned AI that's no longer a thing.
Well, we don't need to talk about that shut down AI shit,
Oh,
so
there we
we're
go.
good. Bye-bye. We never
good, we're
liked
good.
you.
Yeah.
Oh
my god.
But yeah, in terms of other releases that are actually coming out, this one's kind of actually just not necessarily a new release, but it's finally coming over to PlayStation and Xbox consoles. But Hades 2 is actually going to be dropping, at least as of this recording, it's going to be tomorrow. So anybody who enjoyed the first Hades, I like the first Hades. It's so much fun. So I'm probably going to eventually play Hades 2, but I think like what I'm going to do for my goal is at least do one complete run of Hades 1 and then move on to Hades 2 and then just play whichever one I'm feeling that day.
There you go.
So
yeah, my buddy
that's the
Tall,
idea.
he has completed Hades. He like got secret endings in the first game, so now he's playing the second one at least. So he's like, yeah, this is my shit. So it's good. Yeah, it's a great game.
Yep. And then next week, at least like 3 games are coming out. So one of them is actually kind of like, at least it has my interest. I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna keep playing, but Neverness to Everness is gonna have its release. So another open world anime gacha game. The only question I have though is what's going on with Ananta, because we haven't heard shit ever since the whole trying to be everything at once type of game.
Right. Yeah.
'Cause I remember when it came to that one, I think they changed their name to it too, didn't they?
For Ananta? Yeah, because it was like
Yeah.
Project Mugen or some shit like that.
Yeah, Project Mugen.
And then they settled on the Ananta name, and then they showed the trailer, and then I don't know if it was like necessarily like flame or discourse, but it was definitely something you noticed with that game. So it has publicity in some way, but now it's been like quiet ever since, and that's been like months now. So I don't know what to expect out of Neverness to Everness. All I just know is that it's an open world game, but I did see that there is co-op, so I'm just kind of curious how does that work? Because I don't want it to feel. Let's put it this way: if it feels as empty as like Genshin's co-op, I kind of am not expecting myself to really play this game that long.
Right.
But I mean, hey, it's gonna be
No,
free to play, so if anybody wants to download it, I believe it's on April 29th. That's when it drops.
April 28th.
Is it 28th? Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So there you go. Anybody wants to play it, there you go. And then the 30th is what we mentioned earlier, Invincible Versus. Its full release is coming out. And the first thing I do like about that game is the fact that it is actually technically a budget game in terms of its pricing. It's going to be $50 for just the regular version, but if you want to buy the deluxe edition, it's $70. And that comes with the season pass.
$50.
Yep, $50.
Do
But
so much for $50.
but yeah, Invincible Versus drops, and Sorrows also actually drops around that same week. I believe it's the same day as Invincible Versus. So
Sorrows is fuck. It's that
it's like the spiritual sequel to Returnal. And supposedly they did a lot of streamlining for this game that basically answers kind of like the issues that Returnal had, which was sometimes they felt a little too difficult, supposedly. So they kind of made this is like their like way of like, okay, we're gonna try to make it a little easier in Saros. So
Mhm.
Isn't this game coming out for like the Switch too?
I don't know. I'd be
Probably not.
amazed if it does, because that game is like there's a lot of shit that just gets thrown on the screen for Saros.
But yeah, it comes out the same day. The 30th.
As Invincible?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I figure. So that's gonna be happening. And
And for
yeah,
$10 more for the digital deluxe,
There you go.
get shit,
cosmetics.
48 hours early access.
Ooh, okay. So there you go. Anybody who wants to buy that. Was it Digital Deluxe?
Digital deluxe.
Yeah, if anybody wants to buy Digital Deluxe, 2-day early access. There you go.
Yeah, because the game is like regular base game is 70.
Yeah.
$10 more, you get to play for 48 hours earlier. Plus, you get 3 armors.
Ah, there you go. Cosmetics too on top of it. Makes sense. So that's exciting.
Yee.
But yep. And I guess we may as well talk about like other games that did that actually just got shadow dropped, and I'm gonna be so fucking honest. I did it on impulse, but randomly Capcom just decided to drop the original Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 Nemesis games on Steam. And just like what they did with Dino Crisis, when they dropped those, they had it set at $5.
$5.
Yep. And
$5.
and if you buy it out of the sale, it's just $10. So that definitely makes sense.
That's
$10.
nothing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're very old games. It's like you're playing PS1 games, dude. So
Oh, that's why. Okay, well still that's cool.
and now I have to have the constant reminder that the original Resident Evil 1 has less polygons than Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village.
Damn.
Her entire ass is the same amount of polygons as Resident Evil 1, by the way.
You could fit all of Resident Evil 1 in her ass. That's insane. That's insane, dude. That's too funny, dude.
I know. I was just like, I saw that fact, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this info, and I'm like, I need to tell this to somebody.
Yeah, fair. Oh Jesus. You know what? That reminds me. I literally just stayed. I'm sorry. I literally just played or tried to Tomb Raider because they put all 1, 2, and 3 on
that's
the PS Store
right.
as well.
I remember I did claim those. They did add Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 remastered.
Well, I never played them. So
neither have I.
I was excited. Yeah, I was like, okay, cool. I start in the first level and I immediately hate it. And the only reason why I hate it is because the way that she walks is so stupid. Like the way she turns around, like you in any direction you're facing up is just the way that she's going, not in the way that you are.
Old school as fuck.
Old school. So I had to like fucking turn around like she's a car and fucking like rev the engine and she fucking I can't. It was so silly.
Does she have the polygon hoo-haws though?
Well, you could toggle the newer remastered versions and then the cone titties.
So
I think it was through like the start button too. If like you pressed it, it just went back.
So it's like a quick switch for like between different modes.
You could. So yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's funny because Halo, if I remember correctly, Master Chief Collection does something like that between Halo 1. Like you could switch between playing the original version and then whatever it was at that time.
Yeah, whatever remaster or sequel. Yeah, no, that's cool. Halo is different. Halo to me, that gameplay is more sandbox, so it's a bit more. Even if it has that
it is very sandboxy. Even it's like linear
Yeah.
sandbox in a way.
Yeah. But I just couldn't get behind her movement. I was like, I can't play 3 games with this movement. That's insane. I'm sorry.
Thug it out, bro.
That's it, fucking all right. Look. If I'm doing that, I'm doing that with homies, and we're doing it with beers. All right.
All right, that's completely valid.
valid.
You know what? And I just realized too, because what is it? Like this month is actually kind of like low key, kind of slept on, or like it's actually not as bad because they also have the Lords of the Fallen, as one of the free games, and you could play that in co-op. So in a way, it kind of
Hey.
helps with the Souls-like aspect. So
Is it 2 players or is it 4 players?
I believe it's 2.
Okay.
So
Well, I wouldn't mind watching you two go to buffoonery on it. Share my
Why the
screen.
fuck do I have to be the sacrifice? Why can't you be the
Because,
sacrifice?
dude, I obviously can't play retro games. I'm inept as
well, then you all retro games and Souls games specifically.
on you.
God damn it.
That's funny. That's funny.
Well,
Oh,
yep. And then what was the other game? It was like an SAO game. I was like, I think Kevin's gonna be downloading that immediately, or if he already bought it.
Echoes of Arcane.
Yeah, something like that.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I want to pre-order the shit out of that fucking game, because the thing is that it gives you early access to the death mode, or to the death game mode.
But now it's free.
And that's
so.
And that's the thing, like, for that one, it's like I would suggest playing the game regularly and then doing death game mode, because it's just like for death game mode, if you die, it erases your whole save data.
Oh, it's a permadeath mode. Got it.
Yup.
Damn. That is. Ooh.
Just like in the anime.
Just like in the anime.
Yep.
Oh man.
But yeah, so that's PS Plus games this month. And funny enough, speaking of PS or just like consoles in general, the team that does Super Battle Golf, which has pretty much just I've had like interest ever since I saw that first trailer. They did confirm, yes, there is a console launch in the works, and it's supposed to be in the summer. So
okay,
there's a game for us.
Merry Christmas to us.
Super Battle Golf. It's the one that you're playing golf, but you're also like hitting each other.
Oh, that one.
So
that'd be
a
fucking
good one.
awesome.
Dude, I want to
be
play
awesome.
that with Josh specifically, and we're all just gonna fuck with him every time. And there's gonna be so much like swearing and yelling. I'm like, yeah.
And he sets it up for the putt, and Jeremy clotheslines him at the putt. Jeremy clotheslines him at the green.
We turn golf into a WWE fucking mode.
Oh, you know what's happening. You know what's fucking happening. Oh, it's so good.
But yeah, so keep an eye out for that. And it was actually kind of like I guess because I think they're under the same publisher. I'm not 100% sure, but it's kind of like from one indie dev to another. So there was a recent tweet, and I honestly think this is how you could tell this is like why I hate Twitter and TikTok. They're like amongst like the most spoiled fucking people I've ever seen in my life. So the Peak devs, smaller team, it's like a team of like 8 people working on the game. And they're saying that like, oh, they're not having like consistent updates or shit like that. And it's like, dude, I hate to break it to you, but like, this is like 8 people. You can only do so much with 8 people as a game dev or like a developing studio. So one of the devs came out and they basically just said updates are a bonus, not a right. And I 100% agree with that. So, and especially because it's a smaller studio. Let them take their time, man. Like, I think that's always going to be the problem I have with especially the general like last few gamers since like COVID. I don't think people realize how hard this shit is.
Yeah.
And then you have
they just see good.
They
Go
just
ahead,
see
go ahead.
update, and let's put it this way. I mean, Call of Duty is like the biggest example of that. Like, constantly spoon feeding you updates, and then all of a sudden you have this studio that is a lot smaller in comparison. Like, not even like a half of what Activision is. They can only do so much on their own. So I think it's just kind of like one of those, just like a sort of what grinds my gears of the week type of thing.
Okay, Peter.
Yes.
Burn my gears.
You America.
You America, you are what grinds my gears.
That's just funny.
That's so fucking good. But no, I
But-
get that. I totally get that, dude. Like, it's important to give, in my eyes, as the consumer, I don't care about update. I mean, if it's a good game and I like it and there's updates, that's great. But there's something to be said about like smaller gaming companies being able to have their space too, and have their space in the same limelight. I think you know what I
Mhm.
mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Like, and especially because in like this current day and age, like, with like how pretty much like fragile like just game development is. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if your game succeeded or if your game failed. Someone's getting cut. And that's a reality I can't believe that we're in. So
yeah, it's
That's-
business.
Yep,
Anyway.
that is
Damn,
That is
butcher
business.
cuts.
Yep.
Yeah.
To kind of just shit on Twitter more. So I think I may as well just say it. Maybe this will be the title of the episode. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm just gonna say Twitter sucks. And I'm not calling it X.
Yeah.
Because it's Twitter.
No, right, exactly.
So,
I know some people who use other platforms that are like a facsimile of what Twitter used to be, and so like everyone's just dispersed. You get
mhm.
the big names, of course, but like everyone else, casually just dispersed and is away from it.
Yep.
So yeah, fuck Twitter.
Yeah. But yeah. And well, what I was saying, in this segment of like fuck Twitter, so there was actually a pretty interesting update that is potentially gonna happen with Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, at least the PC version. So Maximilian dude, who is pretty much the way I watched him was actually through his Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Assist Me series, which was basically it was fighting game tutorials and skits. Very similar to like how AVGN was. So basically, Maximilian dude has actually offered a 10K bounty for anyone to implement a rollback mod into Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. A very big, like, first of all, $10,000 it's a lot for us, and for Max, it's probably like $1 at best.
Yeah.
So, and I'm all fucking for it. Ultimate Marvel 3 is so fucking good, dude. Even though I haven't like played it in such a long time, but like, oh my god, that game, I think still to this day is like one of the better looking games in like recent memory. And
Yeah.
But now where's the part that I say I hate Twitter? So, of course everyone is like saying, "Oh, why is he, putting $10,000 for just some random modder to implement this shit?" And then another one I was seeing, and like this one like pissed me off so much that I had to put it as a segment. Someone said 10K is nothing.
I mean, sure, but like no.
Like, what do
No,
you
it's
mean
not
10K
nothing.
is nothing? What are you making to warrant that fucking
The
statement?
hyperbolic asses are.
There goes Trev.
Oh yeah, but comparatively, it's not. Am I lagging again?
Whatever you just
No.
said, it like cut for like a bit, but you were saying.
All I'm saying is that it's hyperbole. So like they're not meaning it literally, and if they are meaning it literally, they're stupid because 10K is 10K, and I don't care who you are. I don't care if you earn millions and millions. And 10K could be a drop in the bucket for you, but for the consumer and for like other game, like no, like 10K is very simple.
For the common folk, dude, 10K is a fucking lot.
You know what I could do with
That's
10K?
that's
You know
like
what you could do with
that's
10K? You could buy yourself a
can go to
fucking
restaurant.
Honda Civic and fucking make that shit into a sleeper build.
There you go.
That's true.
And go to a
That
strip
is
club
true.
for the whole month too.
Allegedly.
Yep.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Or pay
Funny.
$500 for a hooker, or pay $50 for the cheaper hookers.
In Minecraft.
Point is, the fucking, God damn it, Kevin. The point is, you can do a lot with 10K. Can we cut this out?
I don't know. Maybe I will. Maybe I will.
That's
I
too
have no
funny.
dude. This
No,
episode's going to be edited to fucking hell and back, so.
No, as is, with all the technical difficulties and hooker talk that we have here. Fucking,
I'll think about it. I'll think about it, Trev, okay?
That or spend 10K
Oh,
on
man.
Jeremy's OnlyFans.
Hey, 10K in
Yeah,
my pocket?
yeah.
That's cool with
Buy
me.
those feet pics. Buy those feet pics.
You're asking for feet pics?
What are you getting? Sorry.
I'm getting everything. If I'm paying 10K, I want everything. I want
God.
everything.
He's top tier. He's the VIP tier. He's paying.
Jesus Christ.
Shit, I don't
All
care.
right,
I want an
enough,
X-ray
enough.
of your whole body too if I was paying 10K.
Okay, moving on, moving on. And we lost Trev, and then Trev had to step out just because of that shit.
Fuck. I was not expecting that. God damn it.
Oh boy. But
Holy-
yeah, like
Oh.
anyways. But yeah, anybody who if I actually hear like an Ultimate Marvel 3 gets like a rollback like mod of some way, shape, or form. Oh yeah. I could definitely see like the tournaments going fucking insane for this game. And there's also like a funny statement that someone said was, imagine if Capcom just decided to release not only Ultimate Marvel 3 but also like Tatsunoko versus Capcom in like another, let's say like MVC collection, and they implement the rollback netcode. They're just gonna go to max, give me my 10K. I that would be fucking hilarious, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We have a while for this patch to happen, and we shall see. Fuck Twitter though.
We shall see. Fuck Twitter.
Fuck you.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah. Let's see. Another little small thing that I did see that I'm actually surprised by this, but Mortal Kombat 1 actually sold 8 million units. And
Really?
I'm just like, I'm like, damn, really? Like, they actually sold 8 million? Like, I'm actually shocked. I was like, that game kind of dog shit, though. I played that for a while, too, and I
Right.
was like, this game's kind of not it. Nothing's ever going to capture that MKX feeling, dude. Or, what Gavin and I are always going to be preaching to the fucking heavens, MK9
Injustice 3.
Remaster, or or either MK9 Remaster, or a, like, porting MK9, just in general. Anything, really.
What if
Or
they did like
Mortal
a
Kombat versus DC?
Go.
Ooh,
Two?
yeah. I'd like to see them try it again. Do it with the new, like, 2D style.
This is borderline copium. This is borderline copium because they borderline copium because they have sat on a possible Injustice 3 to favor Mortal Kombat and all those other things. So now Gavin and I talked about this a couple of podcasts ago, but like we have we're hungry. We're hungry for it, and we would either take an Injustice 3 or Mortal Kombat v DC 2. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I think with what they were trying to do, I think the latter, and what Kevin said is more likely to happen. I just think that because Injustice was tied to the comics, they would have to do a whole comic run to go with Injustice 3
Yeah, they could
before
probably,
they do the game. You know what I mean?
Well,
just
actually, no, because I think for Injustice 3, I think they were like in year 4 or 5, and I think for Injustice 2 they did it around like the second year.
Hmm.
So
Oh, I thought. Wait,
No, Injustice
I'm sorry,
1
I thought-
had its own comic, and then there was a couple comics in between to like bridge 2. But
Injustice 1
the
and
only
2.
thing, the only problem is though, if you do an Injustice 3 is like I mean, the game already kind of sort of put themselves in that hole. I mean, it's a fucking multiverse game, so you kind of don't have to give a shit about any of those rules.
I mean, that's what they're trying to avoid.
Which I think right now, what Injustice 3 should be is like a sort of soft reboot for that series in some way, shape, or form. Still keep your classic
Yeah.
characters, but also try to implement some of the newer characters to come to this game. That's what I would suggest doing.
Right. I mean, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea for sure. And I think there would be some good reactions to that, I think.
Yeah.
not just that,
sure.
but I don't think neither of the Injustice. Wait, they had Darkseid, right?
In 2, yes. But I don't think he was really a
Okay.
prominent character in the story, though. He was just a DLC character. Or a pre-order. I can't
No,
remember.
that was that was Radiac was number 2.
Brainiac was the like primary like antagonist of Injustice 2. Darkseid was just a
Yeah.
pre-order.
Again, they could just make everything around like the multiverse, because I think in the last what you call it, for the last comic, they were trying to invade another Earth,
That was Injustice 1.
another like multiverse. Yeah, so it's kind of
Injustice
like
1 was pretty much going all ham on that shit.
Oh, I know what you're
yeah.
talking about. No, I don't know if it'd be cool to tie it to that, but I don't know if that was designated for that. I think that was another thing that they then landed in the Injustice universe. I know
Well,
what you're
in the
talking about.
comics-
It's when
in
it's when
the
Superboy
comic-
Prime, right? Or Superboy goes
'cause
to
in-
that universe.
No shit, fucking fuck. If I
Mm.
remember correctly, in the comics, Superman was trying to invade in another universe, but he got stopped by like every other hero. But honestly, like I don't remember. It's been a while. I read those comics like
Years.
years ago. I can't even tell you that comic.
Yeah, right. All right. Yeah. I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I remember
it's-
Superboy going over. Yeah, like being dropped into a few different universes. I'll take your word for it. Because I don't. I'm more
It's
in tune with more Marvel comics than DC. So
yeah.
But again, like what they could do with this Injustice 3 is basically make it into like a multiverse, like having the Injustice series and the Injustice universe. They could have the
Absolute. I've mentioned this.
absolute.
Remember, Trev? I said like, what is like?
Oh, yeah.
You want to go with a bold take for Injustice 3? Add the Absolute universe into it.
Batman, absolute. Fuck,
Dude,
I heard-
Absolute Batman, honestly, the Batman rogues are already crazy for the Absolutes. Like, dude, did you see Penguin's design for the Absolute universe?
No,
Insane,
actually,
right?
He has like a machine gun fucking crutch.
oh
Or
shit.
or like a peg leg. I can't remember what it was, but I was like, dude, that's fucking metal as shit.
Dude, I think there's a steampunk fucking Gotham too.
That too. You could also do like a steampunk
There's
universe.
steampunk
Gotham by
Gotham by what again?
yeah.
Gaslight, I believe.
Gaslight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gotham by Gaslight.
You
Then
could
there's also
you could do like the Batman Ninja that little universe.
Batman Ninja. That would be dope though, Batman Ninja, because you could have Batman being using like the swords.
You know what I just
Yeah.
realized? Now that I'm like we're talking about this, that in a way, you could kind of make this like the variation system from Mortal Kombat X. Every universe is a different
See,
variation.
that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking too. Because like, what if they actually backscaled on the amount of characters, but
Every
where they
character has
where
three
they don't
variations.
actually. Yeah, exactly. So you got Superman with 3 different variations. You got a Batman with 3, and they all have different move sets too.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
Yeah.
that would be cool. I think that would be pretty cool.
Oh no,
Mm.
but you know what would be what's gonna be nice too? You could just put Peacemaker in it.
Yeah,
Already.
Peacemaker just in general is he could just have his just different helmets. Although, it'd be kind of hard to do Peacemaker because like we only now know one, which is obviously.
Well,
Oh yeah,
technically,
technically
no,
two, but
technically, but yeah.
Or there's also the
Oh!
I don't know if you guys seen like the anime Suicide Squad.
Oh, that's right, the fucking isekai one.
Yeah, the isekai.
I'd play a Justice League versus Suicide Squad fighter game.
I'd fuck with it.
We should
That'd
play
be
that
kind of
one.
cool.
That should be a game. Yeah.
I feel like they're not going to do that for a minute because of just Suicide Squad kills the Justice League.
We don't need to talk about
flopped,
that.
and I
We
feel
don't
like,
need to worry about that one.
I know. It keeps getting recommended on my story though. Of
Look,
I'm
man,
just like,
as
check out
long as you don't have the dog shit fucking designs of those characters in the Injustice games, I'm happy. Just,
I mean, how much of corporate synergy is going to rear its ugly head and be like, no, those need to be in the game.
just
We gotta push that game.
Just put the gender bent fucking Mr. Freeze into fucking game and I will lose my shit.
I mean, is that supposed to be the wife instead of him? Is that supposed to be Nora?
I have no fucking clue. I assume that's what it is.
So. I think it's like instead of
like
no,
Mr. Freeze, I think it's supposed to be the wife,
think
supposedly.
they found the cure. If I remember, like the story to it, I think they found the cure for the wife, but there was a freak accident that instead of Victor getting like so if something happened to Victor's wife, Victor gets injured or something, he gets left in a coma. And
so it's literally a reverse of the roles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's interesting. I like that.
Yeah, so.
Oh man.
But
what time is it? Sorry guys. I just have to double check. How we doing on time, by the way?
Oh, we have dude, we've like and mind you, this is like footage that is likely getting edited. I'm just gonna take a wild guess. It might be like an hour 12 or something. Because we did do it a lot.
No, that's fine. That's all.
But
No, that's all good.
Let's see. We should probably rapid fire a few things. And then we'll kind of go into like one of the sort of big-ish topics. That's kind of more closer to me and Kevin, and then we'll end off with the pod question. Okay. First things first on the lightning round. So right now there is currently a rumor that yes, Elden Ring is coming to the Switch 2. I don't fucking know how it's gonna run. I'm very scared. It's one of my favorite games.
Wait. Is it fucking Skyrim or is it Elden Ring Online or is it Oblivion?
That's
Elden Ring Tarnished Edition.
Elden Ring Tarnished Edition for the Switch 2, which is basically the base game of Elden Ring along with the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. So here's a couple things that is what got me concerned. Number one, it's $80. Granted, I understand that if you think about it, if you're paying for Elden Ring, which is like I think it's like $60 or something like that, 60 or 70, and then the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, which is a full expansion. I mean, yeah, but at the same time, no, I don't fucking agree. And what makes it worse for this Switch 2 edition, game key card. So the whole game is not in the cartridge. So fuck off.
Well, okay. I think it's gonna run good. But the reason I say it is because Skyrim ran good on the Switch. Plus, it had like the motion controls.
So,
When
Elden Ring with motion controls? That just sounds like a fucking disaster that I would make a video out of it.
because
Well,
Well,
mind
well,
you,
because
but
with
but
Skyrim
mind
they
you,
use like the the
Joy-Cons.
bowl. Well, yeah, when when using the Joy-Cons, you could use like the bow and arrow.
So here's the only thing though. Well, the reason it worked for Skyrim is because, well, one, it's a first person perspective. Elden Ring is all third person.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of like the thing that like would worry me. It would sound funny as fuck though. I will admit. But I don't, man, it would, I don't know how that would turn out. Uh, who's watching something in the back?
I mean, we know who it is. See the outline on there.
What outline? I don't hear anything on the outline.
Right, Kevin. um,
Anyways,
moving on.
yeah.
Some good news. In the war of fuck AI. So Take-Two, the parent company of Rockstar, has pretty much just fired the entire AI division.
So just basically
Oh.
one person coding.
I don't know. Maybe it's 3 people.
Is it 3 people?
I don't
Or-
fucking
yeah,
know.
probably.
Point is, I heard fired an AI division. It's a W, massive W right there. Massive W for human-made works. And then, let me see. All right, we may as well talk about it. So there was a report kind of going around about Halo Studios, formerly known as 343 Studios, that Glenn Israel, who was, I believe, the lead art director, I can't remember his position exactly, but he's a pretty significant position. He worked with that company for about 17 years, and oh boy, he spat out some freaking fire, dude. So he was pretty much just saying, like, this is amongst, like, the following, but not limited to blacklisting, fraud, rampant favoritism, cronyism, and multiple harassment campaigns. And a bunch of, like, former devs that used to work at 343 or Halo Studios have pretty much, like, corroborated on all of these reports.
Can you remind me what cronyism is?
I have
I
no,
was about to say
dude.
that. What the fuck is
Cronyism is a new word that I was like, I don't fucking know what that is.
I'm looking this up.
Please
I'm looking
look
this
it
up right now.
Because
Oh, wait.
Crony.
I was about to say crony. Isn't crony like some like a underlink or kind of
like a henchman or like
Oh.
under
yeah, henchman, yeah.
aggressive-
one.
It's like aggressive nepotism because it's the unfair practice of appointing friends, associates, or political supporters to positions of power or awarding them jobs in favor regardless of their qualifications.
Yep. So there's that
So-
the rampant favoritism right there.
Yeah,
So-
it's an egregious form of nepotism. That is a great.
Yeah.
That is
So
crazy.
and I mean it's just unfortunate because, you know, all of these like Xbox IPs, like, you know, as much as I love the Xbox IPs, Kevin and I grew up on that shit. Holy fuck. And like nowadays they're like just getting destroyed left and right in some way, shape, or form. Because like, dude, 343, I think, ever since like that company took over, like Halo's been on like such a downward slope, like since. Like Halo 4 was okay. I never played 5. Infinite, I think, is okay at best. And then they had
Yeah.
a botched MCC collection until like down the line it got patched up.
I think everything just went down the hill because when 343 kind of like split ways with Bungie,
Mm-hmm.
because it was 343 and Bungie that made what Halo.
They pretty much were. I mean, Bungie was pretty much the reason that we have the original Halo trilogy. and then 343 just was essentially there to pick up the slack.
I think we reached too.
Did they work on Reach?
I felt like they work on Reach.
If they did, I would be surprised. But still, like, regardless, like, you know, just 343, like, you can't talk about Halo Studios, like, without, like, you know, hurting, like, someone's soul. At least if, in terms of Halo talks. So, I mean, once again, I mean, it just kind of does leave the question. It's like, how is this Halo campaign evolved collection supposed to turn out? Because I mean, it sounds good, but at the same time, it's just a campaign, and then you're changing how it plays compared to Halo 1. You're reusing infinite assets. There's potential AI involved. We don't know how, but there is potential that AI exists in the game because it is Microsoft. So let's not forget about that. And I mean,
so sad.
I don't know. I mean, I'll at least give it a shot. I'll give it a fair shake. And hey, if there's 4-player co-op campaign, I'm just saying.
Like there is.
There should
But
be.
at the same time,
For Halo, there
it's
should
like-
be. Because it's always had co-op campaign. I think 4 was always like the amount of players you could play for those campaigns.
no, I think fucking what was it? Because the first one came out in PC and then Xbox. But I don't even think the first one had like multiplayer. I think it was just a single player. And then
No,
2
Halo,
had the multiplayer.
Halo 1
and
had
everything.
multiplayer. I just didn't really play it, so I can't really speak on that.
For Combat Evolved.
Yep. It did have multiplayer. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to feel about this. I can only just hope that, like, whatever's going on with Halo, they just need to figure out a way to, like, really just get them into, like, the zeitgeist. Even though it is still, like, an iconic franchise to this day. Still. I mean, that's what we can hope right now, is that Halo figures out a way to insert itself into, like, the current, like, multiplayer space that I think it desperately needs to do. And especially because now it's going to be on everything. You know, it's not just going to be Xbox players. It's also going to be PC players already. And then PlayStation players as well are going to get the chance to play it. And I fucking love it. Now, the only thing I really would ask that they do, and I'm amazed that they have not done this, is just port the MCC collection to PlayStation. You can make a lot of money out of that alone.
Who's getting a phone call?
It's not me.
The ring tells all.
But yeah. So I kind of had this like little other part talking about why do I hear myself? Okay, that was weird.
It wasn't me.
So I have like this little my way of saving the Halo franchise. And I think let's put it this way. It worked with 1. And I think it'll work with this. So what I called it Jeremy's Operation Save Halo. And I basically said it needs a God of War 2018 like shakeup. Get a new studio and potentially turn the multiplayer from an arena shooter into a movement shooter. I think that is my way of changing it. I know some people would not agree with it. I would even argue, like, if you make the arena shooter and have a little bit of a movement shooter aspect to it, you can make it work. I mean, pretty much just try your best to kind of make it like a Titanfall-ish style game. If you can do that, I'm all for it. But it is a it's a significant change though from the way Halo usually is.
Right.
Well, I think they're redoing it from the ground up, but not in everything. I think just like the movements and everything. Because I remember them saying like it's fuck. They're adding stuff like that they have on the current like Halo games.
Yeah. I mean, one can hope. I mean, right now we just kind of need to see like what Halo Studios is gonna do. We do have that Xbox showcase in June, so only time will tell what could happen. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see, man. Trev, I know you're kind of like in a way like sort of like the outsider in this case. But like,
Yeah.
what do you think what do you think would make Halo like work nowadays?
Honestly, because my Halo knowledge is very limited. I only remember playing the remaster or the new installment over the pandemic. I remember. I forgot what that was, but we had gotten it and we were playing it, and it was fun. I say I would like. I think yeah. It needs that kind of back to roots kind of feel for it. It needs a bit more co-op, I think, and it needs to be refined a bit more. I think if they did something a bit ambitious, I'm always clamoring for a multiplayer campaign co-op. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Especially with Halo, maybe assigning like having each of you get assigned an AI to go along with your Spartan armor, but the story surrounds each one of your AI. So whoever gets this AI has to then deal with this shit and has to like the dynamic of the group can change. I think they should play around with that. I feel like for like the first third of the game, it should be like a co-op campaign where everyone's going for the same thing, and then it should be a twist. There should be something where like, oh, then it's a 3v1, or if it's a 2v2, or you know what I mean? Like it could be something that it splits
So
the
kinda
objectives
like-
apart.
So kind of in a way, sort of have like a mole story. Someone's like a betrayer of sorts.
Yeah, I don't know. I love mole stories. Mole story because it immediately mixes the genre of whatever game you're playing with a mystery. It's immediately a whodunit. It's immediately a murder mystery kind of the deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
we should play. Oh my god, we should play. Fuck, what's it called? Murder mystery.
right, yeah, right. I think so.
Yeah, that would work. Like, I mean, I think it would definitely take a very different direction for a Halo game. That's for sure.
Oh, Midnight Murder Club. My bad.
Yes. But that's what I mean. Like, I think Halo has done so much of its own thing for years, and it's cultivated its own genre that I think it can play with it now. I think they should start it like a regular Halo game, but the gimmick is, oh, it's a campaign co-op. So it means you have 4 Spartans trying to, you know, beat this side of the war, or whether it be against the aliens or other faction of the FNSC. But like, I think that there should be a twist. Like, you should set up the dominoes and have one of the players have the opportunity to knock them down via their AI. Maybe they're getting corrupted, and the only choice that they can make is the one that goes against the rest of the party. You know what I mean? And it's all random per campaign, like depending on the AI, and like each
very
AI.
dynamic campaign.
That's what I'm saying. I think that would breathe some new life into it. So that's what I would say.
Honestly, it kind of sounds like you're thinking about Halo, but Halo D&D.
In a way, and you know what's giving me this inspiration? Technically, It Takes Two or A Way Out or like things like that. Not only is it like a campaign co-op, but your own personal choices affect how the story unfolds. So take that idea and apply it to like a 4-person mission in the world of Halo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it could definitely work. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a neat idea.
That's what I was. Yeah, right.
And then obviously, of course, you want like I would probably say like maybe have that as like a separate campaign in a way. And it, obviously, like, you know, everyone wants to play Master Chief, of course. So have like one campaign, it's just Master Chief. And then maybe have those Spartans kind of get involved in some way, shape, or form. Although I feel like that's what Halo 5 Guardians did, but I heard that was interesting to say the least.
Right, exactly. Well, so see, that's the thing. I think that's a good idea, but that means they would have to make 2 campaigns side by side, one a campaign co-op and one a single player Master Chief. You know what I mean?
I think
Which
here's
does sound like more. Go ahead. Yeah.
an idea that you could kind of pitch that as like a sort of like a alternative timeline kind of campaign, or like a alternate or a what if scenario. That could be like a what
Yeah.
if scenario type of campaign.
My worry about that is then it wouldn't be given the full attention that it would need for it to be a success. I feel like then it would be like the devs would be split on 2 campaigns, and they would obviously put more of their effort into Master Chief because that's what people are going to come
Well,
in
Master
clamoring
Chief is
for, because
pretty
that's
much
what Halo.
Yeah, Master Chief is the moneymaker
It's
for Halo. So
exactly. So my only worry with that is that it would take that idea and it would execute it, but not as well and not as focused as it would if it was the only campaign. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's still a good idea. I think that would, as long as they have the attention for it and they can do it, then I think that would be cool.
I think like that could also probably work for like a multiplayer mode as well, because obviously Forge is a big thing for Halo. You need to have Forge as like
It's
your
true.
obviously at launch. So that's immediately the
Yeah.
first thing. Have two or three sandbox worlds that can be the base of Forge, and then you just go off of that.
It's a good idea.
So,
Mhm.
I'm trying to see if there was any other like final things that I could talk about before we move to the question. Oh, no, I guess one final lightning round thing. So now there's a rumor Fable could potentially get delayed this year out to 2027 just to avoid GTA 6. Completely understandable. If it launches around that time, I completely get it. But Kevin and I are still kind of leaving the door open at the possibility of one of Microsoft's games at least dropping this year, which is Gears of War E-Day. If it drops this year, that means GTA 6 could probably get delayed to next, if it lands in that November time, mind you. However, if GTA 6 is actually dead set, because they did not announce a delay for this financial meeting recently, I mean, there's a possibility GTA 6 is actually locked for November.
But let's hope, dude. Let's fucking hope.
Yeah, and to be like such a cynical, I hope this game gets like an 8 out of 10 just to see, because I want to see what the internet reacts to that.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
It's I'm literally like is it Alfred who says it in The Dark Knight? Some people just want to watch the world burn. I was like, GTA 6 is an 8 out of 10 game.
That would, given the state of the world right now, I wouldn't be 100% shocked if they even give it like 2 points lower.
Oh,
now that
spinning right
now
there.
Now that would be insane. I think there would be riots in the streets if that was the case.
Oh yeah.
Made us wait 13, 15 fucking years for this game, and it's not even. No, it can't afford that. It literally can't afford that. It has to be a 8 to 10.
I mean, all the ball and gun gamers are saying this is going to be a 10 out of 10 game, and this is supposed to save gaming, supposedly.
No.
Fuck
Well,
off.
it just, look, if it does, great. If it doesn't, I won't be surprised. You know what I mean? Like that's a big ask.
I know. So
it's not just that too, but they also say like you could like create your own servers. You could like do like
if they do
like
the RP thing. Yeah, because I know they bought the company that does the RP servers, so if that's probably going to be like a central part of GTA Online. Which, speaking of GTA Online, there's a rumor going around they're kind of going to do the same thing that they did with Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 5, where GTA Online is not going to be available at launch. It's going to be supposedly like a month later, which it's on par. It's go 3 for 3. That's fine.
A month?
I mean,
we haven't had a new we haven't had a new GTA game in forever.
But let's be real.
True. I think
GTA single player is
to 3 months.
3 months? Ooh, okay.
I personally, with the amount that they say that's in the game, a month is not going to be enough. But people are going to still be playing the campaign and then feel compelled to, because the way that they were doing online was that it takes place either years before or years after. So if they're doing a similar thing, then it's going to be either spoilers for the fucking campaign or it's just going to be out of place, and it won't do as well. I think that it needs to have the story mode be its own thing for like a minute. If they do it for a month, I think they're shooting themselves in the foot. Genuinely.
All right. Okay.
That's my opinion. That's just my opinion. But anyways, yes, please continue.
I mean, I can only imagine that, like, I mean, it's Rockstar too, so they're a very big development company. So they likely have a dedicated team to GTA Online and a dedicated team to just the general single player campaign. So
true, but yeah, true. No, you're right, but I don't know. I'm that's just my fear is all.
That's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But any final thoughts, guys, before we move on to the question of the pod?
I think it's hilarious that Kevin is chomping on his boba straw right now.
I don't know. It's like if I'm not eating candy or anything, and I like have the urge to be biting or eating, anything that I grab, I'm like always chewing on it.
I was gonna be like
That's
chewing
fair.
on straws at some fucking point.
Oh, not
No,
plastic
save
straws.
Yeah, save the sea turtles.
I'm helping the sea turtles.
I'm chomping on them. I'm doing it one straw at a time. That's so funny.
All right.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for the question.
All right.
But
So to kind of sort of shit on the ball and gun gamers a little bit, but I also kind of like am shitting on also the like single player elitist with this question. So there's now a constant ongoing debate between single player versus multiplayer, and I kind of am more just curious, what does everybody stand in that?
both. I'm sorry. Do we have to choose? I'm sorry. Like,
yeah, it's like
they're different types of gaming, like the different experiences.
yeah, exactly. It's like, and I think the one thing that like a lot of people were like arguing was because of the fact that like if you have like a moment with like a single player game, you end up, it kind of sort of sticks with you longer than like say like a moment that happened in a multiplayer game that can, let's just say like a couple months it stuck with you. I mean, sure, I understand that, but there's still like you have to let these games live in a harmony in some way, shape, or form. That's why some, games like back then, around the like mid 2000s, early 2010s, when you had those single player games, say like your Uncharted, your Halos, and then they just tacked on a multiplayer, called it a day. That was the perfect, harmony that I am speaking of.
Mm-hmm.
So now, and nowadays that like we're seeing all the, again, I just call them ball and gun gamers, tourists, whatever the fuck you want to call them. The gamers have been playing for like the last 6 years, trying to give their opinion on how the gaming world works. It's like, look, don't get me wrong. I don't fault anybody for enjoying the games they play. I do fault when you have a bad opinion, though. When it's clearly you did not research it at all. You're speaking from the chest.
Yeah, and and not from the head.
Exactly.
No, I get it. Like in relation, there was one thing I will say that if you do have people who only play video games for multiplayer games, maybe I mean a bunch of them are like in terms of what am I trying to say? People who like the multiplayer games more so, I feel might get insulted by those older games that had those multiplayer functions just tacked on, because even though they were good and fun, there was not a lot of life to them. There was not a lot of replayability unless you just purely loved the gameplay and loved how that game engine and the combat of it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like imagine a great example of this a great example of this is the Yakuza series.
Yep.
Because that is a single player campaign RPG, action RPG, whatever you want to say. But they games and other aspects that are all multiplayer, and it seems fleshed out because they have so much variety. And I think that's the happy medium that I personally prefer. That if you're gonna have multiplayer in a single player game, it shouldn't just be a tacked on one experience with like 3 levels. You know what I mean? It should be a fully realized game mode that has gimmicks, maybe other games, other mini games. Like make it a thing. If you're gonna make a multiplayer side of it, make it an enjoyable experience in its own right, apart from the main the like the front main single player campaign, but still have it tie into it so that people, if they ever have questions, they can play this single. Like, there's not enough synergy in between those game modes in when they add them to warrant people to from both sides of that conversation to converge, even in Yakuza. So like in other games like Uncharted and the older ones, it's harder for the newer generation of gamers or only multiplayers like Steam kids who got a PlayStation for their birthdays. You know, kids who are used to playing Roblox, Minecraft, and other community-based like games. They're not going to gravitate towards the single player because they have no one to help them, and no one to go off of. So I feel like the happy medium there would be something like what Yakuza has been attempting and doing, but they've just been that's just Sega putting in their older games because it could fit it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
to me,
exactly.
that's fun if you yeah, to me that's fun if you're into the arcadey style, but it doesn't give much to modern multiplayer games. And then vice versa, when the game is only multiplayer and you're only reliable on the community, then you're relying on people who don't share the same core values of gaming that you do half the time. So they'll play the game how they play it. Like you were talking earlier about how the Invincible versus game, it's meant to be a community-based fighter game, has problems right now because of the day of the you know of the rage quitters, you know what I mean? Of the people who are just like not playing the game as intended, just playing it based off of how they're feeling in the moment, which is not a bad thing, but there certainly is a disconnect with the people, you know what I mean? So like, and those kind of guys aren't ever going to play a single player unless it's an IP that they love. Like Spider-Man is a good example.
Yeah.
God of War, you know, the big name,
It's
Elden Ring, you know what I mean?
So, and it's funny because
Yeah.
like it sort of is like you know, to kind of revert it to like Invincible, like the whole disconnect. Yeah, it's kind of I saw a comment someone mentioned it's kind of making me realize, or it made them realize, and I'm like, I do share that sentiment as well. It's making people realize they like the IP more than the actual like product. So
Exactly. And that's a problem. Cuz like even though it gets your money down on the, you know, makes you put your credit card down for the game, afterward, like, yeah, great. It sells a copy and business can keep running. But it leaves fans with less to be desired because they're not there for the fucking gameplay. They're not, and so if you're trying something a great example of this, Marvel Midnight Suns. I cannot tell you how many people went and bought that game thinking it was going to be like a Avengers
like
style action
or
game, and
Ultimate
then
Alliance or like any of that shit.
yeah, exactly. And no, it's literally turn based. It's
It's a
solely turn based.
it's a what's it called? It's like an XCOM style like game, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and it's fun. It's not what people were expecting, and that's what hurt it. And like it's fine. It's fine for what it is. And you know, if you're a nerd for Marvel, you might like it and find enjoyment out of it. But if you're a regular gamer, then it's just, and if you don't like turn-based, you know, combat, then it's just not the game for you. It's not going to appeal for longer than like, the opening, you know. So
Yeah,
that's my 2 cents on that matter.
Kevin, where do you stand on this whole debate?
Honestly, shit, because the shit is like when it comes to multiplayers, again, it's like have the well now like with internet and everything was like all available, so like you know everyone's always online playing multiplayers. But before is like you couldn't, like, not everyone had internet or anything. It's like you had to either uh if you had internet you could play multiplayer. If you didn't have internet, you're just constantly grinding, doing like the whole mission set like all by yourself and everything. But now that
Mm.
now like internet's everywhere, people the game, people could like do so much more than how it was before. It kind of gives you like now, like if you try to play a multiplayer game, because like what else with Fortnite, like is a new season like every what 3 months or so.
Like 3-4 months, give or take.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then there's like some games like fucking like Call of Duty is like every year a new Call of Duty, every year a new Call of Duty, and it's like they're
Yeah.
changing mechanics, they're changing this, which again is understandable, but it's like there's times where people don't even play Call of Duty for the campaign anymore.
Years.
They mostly play just for the multiplayer.
No, I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of like every year it's like um a new Call of Duty with new mechanics and all this that's going on.
Yeah.
But like for Fortnite, it's like the constant like you know updating. Like new season, they changed the mechanics, but it's like during like the same game that has like never changed. And then
Yeah.
honestly, I feel like multiplayer right now, if they keep it like how kind of like how Fortnite is doing it, where it's like just one game, like they have the base game just updated constantly, that'd be way better than just like every year like kind of like a new Call of Duty comes out. Oh, they're multiplayer. You don't play the campaign because you're like, oh, I just want to get it for the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Or like a new kind of like same thing like 2K and everything. It's like every year they're constantly coming out with one, and then like all
Mm-hmm.
new, like same thing, new
Right.
mechanics and everything, multiplayer and all this. Like everything just changing, and you're like, you know, you're spending so much money just for the same game, but like for one or two different like mechanics. Compared to like there's some games where you're not spending money on it just for like the like skins or things like that. Like you're spending your money on. But again, it's just like I don't know. Like I feel like there's should be like some like single player games where it's just single player only.
Mm.
And then if they want to add like a multiplayer, just make that multiplayer free. And then just
That's a good idea.
base it like off the game. Like I think
Mhm.
like how Uncharted was. I think what was it, 4? Which was it was 3 or 4 where they started doing like the multiplayer because originally it was just single player until the point,
Wasn't it
right?
couch co-op? I think for Uncharted 2 they had like a
Like a split
A
screen
cash
mode.
co
I thought yeah. I think maybe by 3 or 4, yeah, you're right. They actually implemented a proper multiplayer. I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, but again, and then
Mhm.
like that multiplayer was pretty good, but again, they were mostly focused on their like camp campaign and everything on their story
Yeah.
before like
Yeah.
the multiplayer.
Well, it read more like like the multiplayer aspect of it read like a Call of Duty clone to me, at least. You know what I mean? I feel
Hmm.
like they took inspiration from
I mean, Call of
Yeah,
Duty
but like
was the one multiplayer that everybody was trying to chase in terms of like how do you make a
that.
multiplayer game. So obviously every
Yeah.
company is going to want to try to be like them in some way, shape, or form. Obviously using their own formula depending on the IP, of course.
Hmm.
but again, that's like every game. Every game takes like bits and pieces from each and every like company or other games, because it's like um like there's some games where you see kind of like the movement, or you kind of see like how they do it for multiplayer, and things like the same thing as uh any other game. Like how me and you were playing the finals today, and we're playing like that
Yep.
new game mode,
Yep.
and it kind of reminds you of like Battlefield. So it's
It's
kind of
That
like
sounds fun.
yeah, it's like it's kind of just like yeah, it's a different shakeup. Like obviously it's clear what the inspiration was on, but in terms of like the game itself, where it's like it's a much smaller like general amount of players on per team, it just feels really weird to play it. Because the finals,
fair.
even with the mode that we play, is not as tactical, but like you definitely needed to be very mindful of a lot of things. When playing I forgot what the fuck the mode's called. But still, it's just kind of like it's almost as if like you're just tacking something on just to try it, and not really thinking of what could possibly happen. And in a way, that's actually funny enough. Like that's how like a lot of fighting games are too, because obviously the devs don't think about how can a certain thing happen until the players get their hands on it. Like Mortal Kombat's like the biggest example of that, in terms of like recent memory.
that's also
Yeah.
true. But at the same time, like if you think about it with the finals, we saw like how it went through like its rough patch, and then like we saw like how it kind of like changed like throughout like the whole concept of it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like we for that game, I think the only collab that they had was just like Arc Raiders.
Which is just it's in house, so it's like it's a
Yeah.
collab, but it's like it's not like it's more of a oh, we made this other game, so we're gonna cross promote it with that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like anything other than that, like every other like for that game, it hasn't done collaborations or anything like that.
And it's something I
But
could
they've been like
respect
kind of like focused on their
on their world.
on yeah on their basically like on their gameplays and everything like that. They're focusing like everything on their own on their own product or on their multiplayer.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Shit.
yeah, that is pretty much just like the best way to look at it too, because yeah, I think we all could just agree, like we're all in the same boat on this one. Like single player and multiplayer every one of those games have their place. I obviously
Yeah.
I will always have my preference. I will always take a average single player over a average multiplayer, because an average multiplayer can be dropped
Yeah.
within like 2 days, for to give an example, versus like an average single player. I'll at least have like a decent amount of time playing the game, or if I already beat it and I was just like, I just thought it was okay. Did I get
Yeah.
my money's worth? Like, yeah, I'd say I do. Now,
That was Epic Mickey rebrushed for me out of nowhere.
when it became free.
I feel like you go, yeah, well, no, fucking hell, because I bought it, and then it fucking 2 months later got on the fucking store. I was kicking myself. I was like,
If it makes you feel better, Trev,
motherfucker.
that's what happened to me with Lies of P. I actually
Right,
and
yeah.
I haven't beaten the DLC. Like, I'm like, damn, I think I need to like actually like I want to restart like my whole playthrough. TBH. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's still a good game. Like, I'm not mad at the price I bought it for. And then, I was like, hey, if it's free, hey, I say play it. So
That's endorsement by Zero Requiem.
Zero Requiem 14 endorses Lies of P.
There you go.
I'm very excited for what they do with the sequel, because I mean, does anyone care if I spoil what the tease is at the end?
I think we saw your stream for it.
I didn't stream it. I just
Yeah, you
played it.
did.
Lies of P?
That's a P.
I think I
thought
streamed
you
the demo
did.
like once.
No, you streamed the whole game completely.
I do not remember that.
What it was? Shit, he got
Or did-
receipts. Shit.
I'm gonna need someone to pull that up then. That's the case because I don't remember streaming Lies of P.
You know what? I think it was like during that time where you were
just-
streaming so many games, I couldn't even keep up with like what game you were streaming or not when you
Yeah.
were playing like single player.
Oh,
Maybe
Because you did Final Fantasy, you did
I did Final Fantasy. I did Silent Hill. I did I know I did RE4. Both
RE4, you did Alan Wake 2.
yes.
You also did
did you do Dead Space?
Hmm?
Did you do just Dead Space?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Dead Space Remake, Dead Space 2,
Oh my god.
bit of Dead Space 3.
Fuck. Dude.
I think it was just like one of those I was just trying games and then just seeing which one stuck. So.
fuck, what was that other game?
There's also the first Berserker
Expedition
Kazan.
33 also.
Yeah, I streamed all of that. Well, to a certain point. I think the only thing I did not stream was some of the post game content, and I'm just like, damn. I'm like, I could have
Damn.
streamed, but it would have taken too fucking long. Just me trying to figure shit out.
Yeah, because I think you got Lies of P on Xbox because I think it was.
I think you were
free when it
telling
came
me
out.
that it was available on Game Pass, but I just never like booted it up. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh no.
R.I.P.
Oh, okay, yeah. But I remember how it ended though.
Yes. Trev, do you care if I mention what it's teasing?
Go for it.
They
Go for
tease
it.
what's it called? The Wizard of Oz. Because so basically, because Liza P is Pinocchio.
Yeah, but
and-
right. Yeah.
And basically the way they're doing it is like some of those like old classic like stories. They're kind of like in this interconnected like world, and I guess is it Dorothy?
That's cool.
Dorothy.
Yeah, Dorothy.
Yeah,
I think is
Wizard
a
of Oz,
hunter.
Dorothy.
Dorothy, I think, is a hunter of some type or like a bounty hunter, but we don't really see her. But the tease basically, it's just her walking along this roof, and she does the heel clicks, and it's the red shoes.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
I was like,
Well, that means
that's
the Wicked-
cute.
But
That
it
means the
wasn't
Wicked Witch of
just
the-
like Dorothy either. They also teased another character, like the other character that was talking about Dorothy.
Yeah, I forgot what he's supposed to be exactly, because he was just like this random merchant for the longest time, and then it's like, oh, by the way, I'm actually part of this like this group behind the scenes, and we sent Dorothy, and like we're still trying to look for Dorothy or some shit like that. So,
Is it the wizard? Is
Maybe.
it
No, it wasn't the wizard.
like
It was
there's potential it could be because he's like because where you find him is in a church, and then he basically like what the fuck does he do upgrades for? It was like your Estus and some other like random effects.
interesting?
So
Interesting.
he could potentially. Who knows? But
We'll see.
But hey, if whenever they announce in the future, I am definitely gonna be all aboard on that one. But we are going to wrap up this episode of the Off the Top Podcast, episode 48, the most unprofessional professional podcast in the YouTube space, hosted by Zero Requiem 14. First things first, gentlemen, whoever wants to go first, where can they find you?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at PJ_DYNO. And you could also follow my music on our buddy Josh's page, RDYRMND, spoken Read Your Mind. And if you're in the Los Angeles, Hollywood area or Burbank or anything like that, come on down to Wisteria Theater to come see Reefer Madness. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll be posting all about that show. So, and the link for the tickets are in my bio. Phil gets phony, so I'm sorry, buddy. But yeah, that's me.
All right. And then Kevin, where can everyone find you?
Everyone can find me in Ultdemon on TikTok. Again, once I get everything set up properly, I'll start uploading again.
And yeah, there you go. Can't wait for that, man.
Yay.
And
Cool.
I am your host, Zero Requiem 14. You can follow me on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Twitter. As much as I hate those two, I do have them. And
And his OnlyFans.
no, we don't have that here.
And
Alright.
his OnlyFans, yes, subscribe.
All right, but
Subscribe and spend 10,000 on him.
yes, cash,
Yeah,
grab
10K.
that 10K
Use
bounty.
10K.
All right. And we will see you guys next time on another episode of the Off the Top podcast. I also do stream on, like I said, I do stream on YouTube and Twitch, sometimes on Thursday nights, but usually Friday nights we are streaming. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.